Good morning, guys. Just hopping out of my Ford Mustang here that I drove down to the shop today. So I'm going to actually walk down the street because there's a neighbor selling a truck, and I said, hey, I'll pick it up. So literally right down the street, you could probably even walk through these forests or these bushes and just walk down there. But we are going to walk and go pick up a 2018 Ram 2500. So anyways, I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, so I just got here. This is actually probably one of the nicest trucks that I've bought. It's not really built. It has a leveling kit on it, and it has flight fab track bars. It's got a full exhaust system. Other than that, the truck is completely stock. I'm usually not a black truck guy, but we actually picked up this truck, and it's actually really nice. So the paint will end up staying on this truck. It's actually in really good shape, so we're just going to keep the black paint on this truck. We're going to paint a couple of things on it, but let's hop in or start her up for you guys. We're just going to head on home, and this thing's on spacers too, must be on. So yeah, we're just going to head on home, and we are going to start to modify this thing. The interior is actually pretty nice on this truck. It's not crashing anything. And I guess we'll just drive over here since the shop is right here. So I'm gonna pull this thing into the shop, and I'll see you guys when we get into the shop. Alright, so here is the truck. Like I said, 2018 Ram 3500 with a 6.7 Cummins in it. It's actually a really nice truck. This is probably the nicest truck that I've actually bought. That's like stock. It's kind of stock. It's got a couple of things done to it, but we're gonna be modifying the crap out of it today. I already ordered some parts in advance because I already knew I was going to be picking up this truck. So we got boost auto parts and mirrors. We got some clear cab lights from Amazon. I honestly don't know if I want to go with Alpha X headlights or stay with these. I always go with Alpha X headlights, but honestly, these headlights actually kind of look really good on this truck. So I don't know. Obviously, we're going to go different grill because I'm not a fan. Anyways, what I was saying is I was not a fan of this grill. I've never really liked this style of grill. I always either go for like the stock or the custom ones. And then if we come back here, we are going to paint the rear bumper. We're actually going to end up doing that ourselves. I already have paint from Bumpers That Deliver. And speaking of that, you can use code MWM24 and get yourself $20 off a $200 or more purchase. So you can get tailgate, bumper, front fenders, front bumper, like anything, or they sell paint too. Like if you're looking to paint match something or paint your whole vehicle, you can get paint from them. And yeah, you can use that code, link in the description if you're interested in that. But anyways, got some paint for them. We're going to be painting this rear bumper because the chrome rear bumper and the painted rear bumper looks kind of weird. I'm also a paint match guy anyways, but we're going to go custom taillights. I'm not really digging this exhaust system because it's like huge and it hangs like really low. I don't know what size this is. This is at least a 5-inch. I don't know. This thing looks like it was like custom fabricated a 6-inch because this thing is huge all the way. Like you can literally see it under the truck. So we are going to keep the flight fab track bars. Obviously we're going to get different wheels. I don't know what wheels we're going to go with yet, but we are going to obviously change out the wheels. These are like really small for the lift too. He must have put these on and then lifted the truck because these are really small. These are like 35s or so. And then this thing's like, it's got, maybe it is lifted a little bit. Maybe it has like a 3-inch lift on it. I'm not really sure. The guy was 65 years old, so he was driving quite the truck for being 65. But anyways, yeah, we are going to install the mirrors and all the lighting. So that is going to be the mirrors from Boost Auto Parts, the cab lights. I have some custom taillights for this thing. And then, what else do I have? We are going to debadge this thing as well. I think we'll leave the Cummins badge, but we're definitely going to take off this 3500 heavy duty badge. That'll definitely be going. And then I have some fog lights that I'm going to put on this thing. And yeah, I do still need to order a grill. I want to go with like a billet hole kind of grill because those always look really good on these trucks and really aggressive. So anyways, I'm going to get these parts swapped out and make this truck look a little bit better. And I did forget to mention, though, that I do have a lift sitting up there in those boxes. I always put everything up there. I have a lift for this thing. I think it's like an 8-inch or so. It's going to be leaning a little bit. I think it's like an 8-inch in the front, 6 or 7-inch in the rear. So, no, it's not squatted. It's leaned. I always hate squatted trucks or lean trucks. Leaned, squatted, pretty much the same thing. But I do think that a little bit of a lean on this truck is going to look good. No, it's like it's kind of confusing. I know. I always thought that squatted trucks or lean trucks are just basically squatted. I've kind of gotten away from that a little bit. I think squatted truck is when it's actually like the front is a lot higher than the rear. I think if we leave like an inch or so it's not like nose diving, I think that looks a lot better. Because when you lift a truck like this and you put 8" in the front, 8" in the rear, it makes it look like it's nose diving. So if I think we go like an inch or two lower in the back, it'll make it look a little bit better. You won't even be able to tell. But I'm going to grab the handy dandy toolbox so we can start tearing all the suspension apart, because I forgot. I was going to do that first, and then we are going to get all the parts for the truck, the lighting installed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and you guys will see the finished product whenever I'm done. Okay, so we're rocking a 6" lift on this thing. So it must have had like a 4" lift, because the truck is only sitting a couple inches higher. So it must have had like a 4" lift or something on it. I'm not really sure. I don't know. We didn't really change much in the rear, so I think that we have a 6" in the front and probably a 5" in the rear is probably about accurate. So I did not get any of the lighting on there installed yet, but I did get this fog light in, because it's just like 2 bolts and it comes off. So I swapped those out, and it's raining. And so now all we have to do is the cab lights, mirrors, and custom taillights. And then I'm going to take the time to paint the rear bumper, and then we'll slap that on. We got to get a new exhaust system from MVRP. And yeah, well, I'll see you guys when I install these parts and make it look a little bit better, one by one. Alright, it is really coming down out there, but we got the mirrors installed, we got the cab lights installed, and I've yet to do the tail lights, but I just wanted to take a moment. Like, just the lighting makes this truck look so much better, especially once we get this grill, it'll look 10 times better, but man, this thing actually looks so good already. I still need to take that badge off, and I still need to get the tail lights installed, so I'll probably do that real quick. It is really loud out there, holy crap. This was not supposed to come through. It's like a little pop-up storm. And then, yeah, I'll paint the rear bumper. So I'll get to the things I just mentioned real quick, and then you guys will see it. Alright, next day. It was raining so hard last night, you could probably barely even hear me. But we got a lot done already. So we got the badge off. We got the custom taillights in, and these are tinted very dark, so it actually looks really, really cool. And then we got this painted. We got the plastic and the actual metal bumper painted. We got a third brake light installed, and it's actually looking 10 times better. We have a grill on the way, and then we have a ton of lighting on this truck. We are literally not done with lighting. Like, we have so much more lighting to do on this truck. We're gonna put a whole LED bar in here, and then we have rock lights, obviously. We have some door handle lighting, and I'm sure we have a bunch more lighting that we plan on doing to this truck. I probably already forgot. I don't know if I want to go with Alpharex headlights or if I want to keep these stock headlights. So these honestly look really good on this truck, but at the same time, you can never pass up Alpharex headlights. So I'll have to probably do a render in Farming Simulator, go inside, do a render, and see if I can cook up something, I guess, see which one is better, the Alpharex or the stock one. So I'm gonna go do what I mentioned. What did I mention? I already forgot what I mentioned. Oh yeah, I have to wait a couple hours, so it should be coming here soon. The grill and the LED bar and the door handle lights. So those are what I have up next. I'm gonna go inside, do a render, and see which one looks better. Okay, so I did a quick rendering, and it looks like these headlights look a lot better on the truck than the Alpharex ones, not gonna lie. We got the LED bar installed, we got the grill installed, that finally came in. We need to do rock lights and door handle lights next, and I also threw on this bullet antenna over here. I had already had laying around. I have a bunch of them laying around. I have like a whole pack. And yeah, so the truck is already looking so much better. What else do we have? Like I said, we do have the rock lights and the door handle lights. And then after that, I know we still have so much that we want to do to this truck. Oh yeah, MBRP exhaust system, that is on the way. Or a new exhaust system, I guess, that is on the way. I still need to get some wheels. I don't know if I'm going to get them off Marketplace or order them brand new. Probably gonna get them off Marketplace, so that way I can get them a little bit faster and finish this build. That being said, I don't think we have too much more that I need to tell you guys about. So I'm going to get these parts installed. Alright, so I went ahead and did the door handle lights, and the rock lights. We got 3 in each fender. And then what we have next, we need a Starlet headliner. I got a Tanya cover installed. I have a Gen Y hitch coming in for the truck. And I know I still have so much more I need to mention. Possibly, I might keep this hood. I might do a hood scoop. I don't really know yet. I still gotta decide on that one. And then, man, I keep forgetting what I have to tell you guys. I keep forgetting what all I have to do to this truck. I have so much I need to do. Well, those things I mentioned is probably what I'm going to do next, being the exhaust and the Gen Y hitch when it gets here. And I'll update you guys when I have something next for you. Alright, so I remember what I needed to do. I need Starlet headliner, and I already forgot. I need fast fuel pump, or something like that, and I have some motor work I'm going to do to this thing. Same thing pretty much that we do every build that we do motor work on. Turbo, injectors, cold air intake, charge pipes, and probably going to go with a new intake manifold on this truck. So, yeah, I'm going to knock that out. I still, well, not the motor work, I still need that. I got some full force diesel injectors. I got some full send diesel turbo coming in. Just going to go big single turbo, and yeah. Alright, so I said screw the MBRP exhaust because it was going to take way too long to get here. I installed the Gen Y hitch, and I installed the air dog. We went with the hood stack because it was much quicker. I already had one in stock actually for this truck. I have a ton of parts sitting up there and in my back room over there. I already had a hood stack for this thing because I planned on eventually hood stacking a 4th gen because hood stack 4th gens just look way too clean. So we got a hood stack installed on this thing. That didn't take too long. We got a Starlet headliner on the back seat. We have a whatever you can call that, sunroof. So obviously when they did like a half kit for this truck, and then I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I got a hood, cowl hood installed. It's a functional cowl hood. And now, next, I'm tired of looking at these stocks. They're tiny on this big old lifted truck. I found a decent deal on Marketplace, and we are going to meet up at the BP gas station down there. I'm going to go pick them up, and you guys will see them when they're on the truck. Alright, so I just got the last wheel torqued on. We went with some Archon Caesars on some nice street tires. No, street tires are not my favorite tire. This is obviously not my favorite setup in the world, but it's cleaner than any of the other setups on there, and I really wanted to finish this truck, so that's what we went with. It's actually not that bad, I guess, but, you know, I'm not a street tire guy. But from the back, though, this thing looks so good. Like, with the hitch, the wheels, this thing looks so clean already. This thing, we do have some spacers on this thing. We have 3-inch spacers, so, like, there's not even a point of the wheel well fenders at this point, because they're past the wheel well fender at this point. There's barely any even in it. So yeah, interior. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but the all the plastics in here were already painted. So they were painted to match the truck. So the door handle little thing, the all around the AC vents, this whole kind of shroud around the AC vents, and the screen, that screen, and the door handles, all that. Okay, that's all paint matched. You guys don't even need to see that. I really don't like it, though, because it makes it look like a base model, so I'm going to eventually swap that out for chrome. And, yeah. I am waiting on the motor work, or waiting on the parts to do the motor work. Those should be here, like, tomorrow, or about 2 days from now, so hopefully they get here tomorrow, and I can do that. And, once that's done, the truck will be done. Alright, well, good morning, guys. So the parts, it's like 2 days later. The parts came in yesterday. I got all the motor work done, and the truck is officially done. So we haven't even started it up yet, so I'm going to open the garage door so I don't get unalived, I guess, by exhaust. So let's hop in her. There's that stupid loud garage door. Alright, now let's start her up. Very quick startup. This thing sounds really good. Let's turn our lights on. Yeah. Okay, this thing is actually a really clean build. I'm kind of glad I went with it. It's pretty clean. I'm eventually probably gonna do a dually 4th gen, because that would be a really cool build. But we're rolling coal, that's for sure. This thing blows some coal. This thing isn't even on a tuner yet, I don't think. It's deleted, though, so it must have had to have been at some point. But yeah, we do need to get a tuner for this puppy, because there's no tuner anywhere in here that I've at least found. So, maybe it's programmed, I don't know. This thing's fast, too. This thing's actually really fast. I'm barely on the gas right now. If I hammer this thing down, we are going to spin like crazy. Not only one, because it's street tires, but two, this thing is laying some power down. But we do need to go fill up this truck, because when I got it, it only had a quarter of a tank. So considering the fact that we put all this stuff on, which should actually help fuel mileage, we should probably go fill it up anyways. Yeah, we're just going to go to this BP gas station right down here, because last time I saw it, the prices were cheaper than any of the other gas stations, but I'm rich anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Not rich enough to get a bunch of citations for blowing stop signs, but here we are. We're already here. Okay, we're going to make this yellow light. Come on, hammer it down. This is a long yellow light. Okay, well, here we are. I'm going to take a couple pictures for the old Instagram and a couple videos for TikTok. And I'm going to fill up the truck, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys think we should do next to the build. Let me know if you guys like the build at all. Let me know if you want to change the street tire setup. And man, I forgot to show you the rear end of this truck with the lights on. These taillights are just so clean. These are so clean. This thing looks so bad. In a good way. You know what I mean. This thing looks so freaking good. I hope you guys enjoyed this build as much as I do. I generally really like this truck. If you guys are interested in this truck, I forgot to mention too, so I might put a text in the video. This is my truck. If you're interested, that'll be linked in the description on my Patreon if you're interested in this truck. So this truck, you can literally a million ways to options. It has so many wheel options. You can put a big old like 20-inch lift on this thing. There's so many options on this truck you can't pass up. So if you're interested in that, that'll be in the description for you guys. My link to the Patreon as well as all the other Patreons that I recommend. Wheelman, Cooper Mods, and all them. Diesel Fab. And yeah, I will quit yapping so you guys can go on with your day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Love you. Bye.